A normal afternoon, 66 million years ago. The dinosaurs don't know it yet, but they have about 10 seconds left. Up in the sky, something is falling. Something the size of a mountain, moving 50 times faster than sound. This is the last thing they will ever see. But here's the strange part. Most of them survived this. The thing that actually killed the dinosaurs hadn't even started yet. To understand what really happened that day and why it matters to you, we have to go back to before the sky fell. So let's rewind all the way back to the world as it was that morning, before any of it went wrong. This is the age of dinosaurs. Scientists call it the Mesozoic era. Dinosaurs ruled this planet for more than 150 million years. Our entire species fits into about the last 300,000 years. The dinosaurs had a run 500 times longer than that. Towering, long-necked giants strip leaves from the treetops. Herds of duck-billed dinosaurs move across the plains, and at the top of it all, the king, Tyrannosaurus rex. Tiny mammals scurry in the undergrowth, small and forgettable. Remember these, they matter later. It has worked for 150 million years, and it has about 10 seconds left. The thing falling is between 10 and 15 kilometers wide. A mountain dropped from space, moving 20 kilometers per second, 50 times faster than sound. It hits what is now Mexico, the Yucatan Peninsula, near a town called Chicxulub. The impact releases around 100 million megatons of TNT. Every nuclear weapon ever built, set off at once, wouldn't come close. It carves a crater 180 kilometers across. Walls of molten rock, earthquakes, tsunamis, a wave of heat. So terrifying, apocalyptic. The end, right? Here's the strange part. If you were a dinosaur on the other side of the planet, you'd have felt the ground shake, seen a glow on the horizon, and then nothing. You survived. The impact was a local catastrophe. The thing that actually ended them hadn't started yet. When it hit, it flung dust, soot, ash, and sulfur straight up into the sky. Within hours, that cloud wrapped around the entire planet. And then the sun went out. It stayed dark for nearly 2 years. Some fine dust hung in the air for over a decade. Plants need sunlight. No sun, no photosynthesis, no plants. In the oceans, the tiny plankton that feed everything died first. The bottom of the food chain isn't just one floor of the building. It's the foundation. Pull the bottom, and the whole thing falls. The T-Rex didn't get killed by an asteroid. It got killed by an empty plate. It wasn't fire. It wasn't a shockwave. It was hunger, spreading slowly across a dark, freezing planet for years. By the time the sky cleared, 3 out of every 4 species were gone, including almost every dinosaur. This was 66 million years ago. Nobody filmed it. So how are we so sure? The answer is a thin layer of clay. In 1980, Walter Alvarez and his father Luis found a thin band of clay sitting exactly where the dinosaur fossils stop, packed with a metal called iridium. Iridium is really rare in the Earth's crust, but it's common in asteroids. They found the same line in Denmark, New Zealand, dozens of sites worldwide, the same spike of space metal, all from the same moment. There was only one thing that could scatter that much asteroid stuff across the entire planet at once. And then, in 1991, the smoking gun, the giant crater buried under the Yucatan, exactly the right size and age. In all that darkness, a few things made it through. The survivors were small. They didn't need much food, and they could hide, burrow underground, or live in water. Almost nothing heavier than a medium-sized dog survived on land. Small, furry, unimpressive little creatures. Mammals. For 150 million years, mammals had been the background characters, waiting for a turn that never came. Then the giants vanished, and the whole world was suddenly open. So they grew and spread and became everything. Whales, bats, elephants, tigers, and eventually, you. You are here because of the worst day in the history of life on Earth. If that asteroid misses, there's no you. There's no one to wonder about any of this. The dinosaurs aren't even fully gone. The ones that could fly made it. We call them birds. Remember the bird? That's a dinosaur, sitting on a windowsill 66 million years after the day that should have ended its family forever, outliving the asteroid, the dark, and every giant. Endings and beginnings are the same door. You just walk through it in different directions. Every extinction is also an inheritance. And this one was yours.